Hello, I'm Katie Woods. I'm a director in our corporate reporting services team with a focus on sustainability reporting. This week, I'm going to give you a short update on a couple of items that have been issued by the ISSB, the International Sustainability Standards Board, just before the holiday period. The first is the SASB standards, the Sustainability Accounting Standard Board standards, which are those standards which are focused on industry reporting. As I mentioned in my last weekly video, there was an expectation that the standards would be issued in 2023, and I wasn't wrong. They came out on the 20th of December and are therefore finalised for the internationalisation, so the updates to those standards to make them more internationally applicable rather than focus, which had previously been on US reporting. So it's interesting to note that those standards now are finalised. They will still be considered for update while the ISSB goes through its process of identifying the agenda priorities, the areas of its focus, and then the relationship with those industry standards. It'll also be interesting to see if other frameworks, other standard setters now work with those SASB standards now that they have been internationalised, but we'll keep you up to date with any changes like that. So that's the SASB standards. What I said that there were two updates. The second is in relation to educational material. And this again came out just by the holiday period. And it's really a focus on how both nature and social aspects link in with climate reporting. Climate reporting, as you know, is covered by IFRS S2, so the Sustainability Disclosure Standard number 2, which is the thematic standard focused on climate. And it's really looking at not only the dependencies, but also the relationships with nature and social for climate issues. And looking at the relevance of the metrics in order to identify risks and opportunities and report those risks and opportunities in the climate arena. Now, there were three examples which are really helpful, looking at three different areas. The first one is that of water scarcity and the risk in relation to how climate leads to that water scarcity and how that will be reported by an entity. The second is an area of opportunity, and that's looking at how the growing market for timber would again be reported from a risks and opportunities perspective once those risks and opportunities have been identified. And then the final aspect is looking at the management of workforce, so a sort of social element and the risks with moving that workforce, looking at managing that workforce, and again, the reporting or identification and then disclosure of those risks and opportunities. So some really helpful material that the board have issued and something that we have included in one of our in-briefs that will be issued shortly. So, as I said, quite a short update this week, but thought there were two useful aspects that you'd want to be aware of issued by the ISSB. Hope the update's been helpful for you and look forward to seeing you next week with our latest sustainability snippet. Thanks very much for watching.